So that's going to bring up a 4th down, and Glades with a decision here. Are we going to punt the ball, or are we going to go on 4th and 6?
And that was a great play by Donald Hester, getting his hand up. I mean, the kid's 6'4", 330 pounds. I mean, he's a big guy.
And a cousin of head coach Jesse Hester.
When he gets that wingspan out there, he'll be able to block down any pass.
All right, going for it on 4th down here now. Thomas got a receiver, got a scramble now, trying to pick up the 1st down. He's trying to turn the corner, but it does not look like he's going to get there. And I do not believe so. It looks like Pahokee has held and will get the ball back. And they have. And the crowd is definitely more into it now. Here's the replay, Coach.
The pocket collapses, and nobody's sustaining their blocks. If you can see Central. And I'm going to go back to what I had said before. It's heart and desire. Right now, Pahokee's a little more hungry than Central is, and it's starting to pay off. Their defense is tightening up. Their offense is starting to come alive, and we still got Perez in the game. So let's see what the young 10th grader can do.
All right, 1st and 10 for the Blue Devils. Ball on the 34-yard line, and another flag.
Got another sideline warning on Glade Central.
Okay, not a penalty then, just a warning on Glade Central.
No, it is a penalty.
Oh no, it is a penalty. They are going to mark off 5 yards. So they are, so basically they're saying that Glades is encroaching on the field. Glades players encroaching, getting too close to the field.
And the coach as well. What happens, there's a line that's drawn in every box on the sideline, and every athlete needs to stay in there, and then there's a little room for coaches to run up and down the field, and what referees don't want to do is when they run into somebody.
1st and 5 for Pahokee. Evans, he's going to throw. He's got a man down on the sideline, and he might have Richardson trying to come up with that one. Would have been a terrific catch, but he just could not come down with it. I think the ball might have been a little bit overthrown there, but he had some space at first, and then a high lofting pass gave the Glades defender, looks like that was Gregory Dent, some time to catch up.
Yes, that was a great effort at the catch. But getting back to sideline warning or sideline penalty stuff, it's just safety for the referee. Because if a referee is watching the play, looking in on the field at the play, and he's running down the field and he accidentally runs into a player or coach, then, messes up everything.
Very understandable. All right, 2nd and 5 now. Going to be a pitch out and a little razzle-dazzle play, and the throw, not a good one. Unfortunately, Joshua Johnson was trying to go back to Newkeith Richardson, but he got the spiral pointed down and threw it in the dirt. I'm not sure it would have worked anyway, because it looked like Glades had that one smelled out pretty good.
Yeah, they had that one pretty snuffed out, and it's always good to see a little razzle-dazzle, but at this point in the game, you're down 5 points. You need to make some smart and intelligent plays and move the ball down the field. Not
incredibly well executed there by Pahokee. So now 3rd and 5 for Emmanuel Perez, a 10th grader, young quarterback here in the Muck Bowl, going out to the flats. Got a receiver, he's got Richardson, and that's the 1st down. He's knocked out just past the 50-yard line. We'll call it the 48-yard line. So a big 1st down for the Blue Devils, and the chains move, and the crowd is happy.
Dan Perez looks very impressive to me. I really like watching this kid and the way he holds himself. Here's the replay. You see he's looking in there, checking off one receiver, throwing it to another receiver, and the receiver makes a nice catch.
Yeah, Richardson's not going to drop too many of those, that's for sure. So 1st and 10 for the Blue Devils. Here's Evans, just a sophomore, handing it off to Smith around the right side. He's got some room. He's got a block as well. He lost the football. And it looks like Glade Central has it.
Every time Pahokee establishes a nice drive down the field, they give the ball, they turn the ball over. And at the beginning of the game, I had mentioned that the winner of this game needs to control the turnovers. Right now, Pahokee's losing that battle.
A great effort on the run by Smith. Now, I see a flag on the field. I don't know how that's going to affect our play. Holding on Pahokee, going to be declined. and Glade Central is going to get the ball. And that is too bad because Smith had a great effort on that run, but as he was struggling to get some extra yards, got hit, the ball popped out, and Glade's got it. How many chances can you continue to give a team like Glade Central?
I mean, this play was well executed. I mean, the offensive line peeled the whole right side of that, or the left side of that defensive line in, and it just came down to Smith fumbling the ball.
Yeah, it looked like to me like Byron Blake might have got a hand on it and stripped the ball. So Smith not being very careful with it at that point, or at least as careful as he needed to be. So once again, Pahokee drive ends in a turnover. Glade Central has also committed a turnover that cost them early in the game that led to Pahokee's first touchdown. So, but Glade's leading the turnover ratio here in the second half of the Muck Bowl. Second down and a long 6. Well, we'll call it 7. As Thomas behind center. Looks like he's changing the play, and he does this often. He'll call 15 or so audibles in a game. Movement, though, on that side. Looked like the right side of the line was not in sync with the left side of the line, and it looks like that one's going to go against the Raiders.
Yeah, number 54, Rupert Bryan, he jumped a little too early, getting a little too anxious because the play was running to his side. Like all young offensive linemen in high school do. When you get an opportunity to lay a lick on somebody, your mouth starts watering and all that, and he just jumped a little too early.
Well, nobody is leaving here right now with the score 19-14, Glade Central leading Pahokee. At Pahokee, we are late in the third quarter, just under a minute to play in that period. And it is Thomas at quarterback facing a 2nd and 12. Going to go across the middle, had a man. Now there was a little bit of contact, it looked like, before the ball got there, but not enough to produce another flag. And I'm thankful, frankly. A little too many so far this afternoon.
Right. They didn't throw a flag. I mean, this is a real close, questionable call. But once again, I think the defensive backs from Pahokee are some of the best that I've seen in high school football in a long, long time.
And Coach Thompson will tell you that as far as cornerback Jarvis Bird, who is number 8, he said he can man up against anybody. And Willie Hickman, number 5, he says the speed to match any receiver. So right now it's 3rd and 12 for Glades. Thomas back in the shotgun. Got 4. He got a man down the sideline looking for him, but overthrows number 14, Gregory Dent. Dent, who has been sort of the surprise. I don't know if the coaches or Coach Hester would say he's a surprise, but not the highest build receiver, who's had the biggest game thus far with 2 touchdown catches, including a terrific touchdown catch late in the first half for the Raiders to make it 19-14.
Well, Thomas was feeling pressure on that one, and that's the reason the ball sailed a little high on that. Otherwise, I think we would have had an incredible play down here.
All right. Alanda Shaw will punt the ball. Back to receive is Nukes Richardson, a knuckleball, which he called a fair catch, so he cannot take off with it. Ken Richardson maybe regrets that he didn't, actually. He might have had a return on that one. But regardless, Pahokee gets the ball back, down by just 5 points. 27 seconds to go here in the third quarter. It is still anybody's ball game as Glade Central holding a precarious 5-point lead in the Muck Bowl. Dan Oliver here in the booth with you. Tom Abel, the assistant head coach at Wellington High School, as our color analyst. And a big hello to Bill Bolander if he's out there watching the game. Bill's in Philadelphia this week visiting his son. Not happy that he's missing this Muck Bowl, I can tell you. But if at all possible, he may be watching us on the internet as we speak.
Yep. Coach Bolander, this is a shout out to you.
There you go, Bill. All right, first down now. The give off to the left side. It's Nukes Richardson, and he is going to be hogtied by number 62, Denzel Willis, among others in the Raiders defense. That's the first play I've seen Richardson use at running back, so he's played quarterback, wide receiver, and now running back for the Blue Devils.
Yeah, he's a talented athlete. I believe when he goes on to college that they'll put him in the receiver or slot position in college, and he'll make a lot of big plays.
All right, that is the end of the third quarter with Glade Central leading the 2008 Muck Bowl 19-18. You are watching a special Saturday afternoon live version of Palm Beach County Friday Night Football. We'll see you at the fourth quarter.